Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining us for episode 15 of Insert Going to Play. I am your host, Greg. With me, always, is Ariel.
Yep.
And Cheech.
What's going on, guys?
So sorry about missing last week. I was sick, wasn't feeling too well. I actually had to take off of work because of how bad it was. And it just fucking sucks. Between having allergies the week after, getting sick last week, and getting allergies again right now because my left eye is like killing me. But we managed to get a quick game of Overwatch in. It sucks. But yeah. So a lot of news, a lot of good things we'll talk about, but we'll go through some of the games that we finished and played this week. I'll go first, since I usually don't go first. So I finally beat Fire Emblem Birthright. It's a really good game. It starts off strong story throughout, but my only gripe with it is the ending. And the way it seems that it's set up is that the ending for Birthright isn't the ultimate ending.
It ties into the other game?
Not necessarily, because Conquest in itself is another ending. I think the real ending is under Revelations. Because it's a bittersweet ending that you get, but a shitload of people die. So
did you go to Fire Emblem again? The Walking Dead, or Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, right? Yeah. But yeah, that makes me think that it's not the ultimate ending, since endings nowadays are through DLC, which sucks. Ratchet and Clank, finished Ratchet and Clank. I uploaded it on my channel, G-Flow on YouTube. Really great game. If you liked old school action adventure, really fun.
Platformers. So good, man. So good.
Ariel, you had a lot of fun with it, right?
Oh, I enjoyed every moment with that game, man. And apparently the game is better than the movie.
Yeah, I heard that too. So, Cheech, if you ever want to borrow it, just let me know. I'll lend it to you and then I can get my Quantum Break back.
Yeah. I keep forgetting about Quantum Break because when I bought the new sofa, it's blocking that closet where I keep all my games. So I just don't want to move the sofa.
So my game is lost forever in your closet.
It's literally locked, swallowed in a dark room with a closet. I will move the sofa this weekend because I will take the AC out. So I would definitely.
This is the plan all along, Greg. This is the plan.
No,
I would do you the favor and I would trade it in and give you $30.
No, I like owning my games, even though actually I was thinking of trading in like some of the games that I had that I really hated. Tenchu Z, but I still kept it just because when they show the games in your profile and your because I got it for 360 and they show in your achievements, I can say, yeah, I got that piece of shit.
Hey, you never know. It may be a rare one at some point in time.
At some point in time, someone will want that game.
Tenchu Z?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Maybe someone who's just trying to do one of those complete collections for a specific console,
That's true. Yeah. And last thing I played, which I actually have to beat, and this cast is probably going to come out later tonight or tomorrow. Right now, it's May the 4th. Happy Star Wars Day. Nioh, the demo. It's till May 5th. And if you beat it, you get a DLC for the main game.
Does anybody know what this DLC is?
No, they have a name for it, but not officially. They just said it.
The true ending of the game.
I wouldn't be surprised. Really good game. Very Dark Souls-like, just because of the mechanics. But the whole setting of it's like they have it detailed in their own world, which is actually really cool. It's kind of like how Bloodborne is almost the same as Dark Souls, but the whole aesthetics of it and the whole gothic theme of Bloodborne is what makes it really stand out also.
It's funny though, right? Because it's like somebody took Geralt, threw him into the Onimusha world, which somehow ended up in the world of Dark Souls.
Yeah. And it's almost the same thing, because in Onimusha you kill the enemies, you get all their life force that goes into you, and in this one it's whatever. I forgot the name of it. It's like Oni, I think it's called.
I don't remember.
Shit. I played it for one night and I stopped.
Yeah,
I'm near the end of it, so I'm about to beat it. So I got to do that like tonight or tomorrow.
I was really enjoying it. I will say though that the game is completely unforgiving. Like, these enemies hit hard, and when I say they hit hard, they freaking hit like a truck, man.
I think that's like Demon Souls.
Yeah.
I couldn't like it. I don't know why. It's something about it. I remember I loaded up the demo, right? I'm looking around. I'm like, all right, let's see. I mean, first I didn't even equip my freaking weapon, so I just got around. I see this little glowing thing on the ground with someone like sword impaled. I'm like, oh, let me click on this thing. Let's see what happens. I clicked on it, this freaking samurai rests, and I just get one shot. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what just happened? Like, I wasn't ready for this.
Yeah, it's not like Demon or Dark Souls where the bloodstains actually show you what they do. It reses the person that died in that spot, which is kind of weird in a way because when I killed a couple, I didn't even get anything. I think I got like just some souls or oni, but I think you can get weapons from them too, or items.
Interesting.
Well, anyway, if you like the Dark Souls series, a lot of positive review because there is a lot of content in this demo, which is surprising because it's an alpha demo. So hopefully the game turns out well. Maybe when it's called Nioh, and then the new system come out for PlayStation's Nioh. Maybe this will run at 1080p, 60 frames per second.
The most interesting I saw with this, though, is the fact that you have the option of movie mode or action mode, right? And
No. The most interesting of all thing is that Greg actually played this thing on movie mode.
Yeah, I did movie mode.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't try out the action mode? I mean,
No.
the difference being that with the action mode, you get an increased frames per second, but you're dropped down to 720p. Whereas with movie mode, you get 1080p at 30.
Yes.
I think, right? So, I mean, and it looks better in movie mode, of course, but I don't know. I preferred the higher frames.
See,
Of course. Who doesn't?
yeah, I mean,
Oh, correct, apparently.
no, not me. I'm playing Bravely Second right now, and that looks, there's AA problems everywhere, but it's still a fun game.
I mean, it's cool to see that they have that option there, at least for people,
Yeah, and I think that should be in like all future games.
Yep.
If it's easy to implement, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You don't want the devs putting resources in that and not having content in the game. So, Cheech, I know you actually been reading this.
Yeah, I did something different this weekend. Really different, actually. So, in terms of gaming-wise, I decided to give Hearthstone a go. I completely skipped it for the past 3-4 patches I have done to the game. So they released this new content, which is realizing the old gods of WoW, and it's actually pretty decent. I've been able to build a decent deck without buying anything. They had daily quests. First, if you logged in, they give you 3 packs just for logging in and using the new download content. And then they give you a quest where if you beat 3 people, they'll give you 5 packs. And then another quest where if you beat 7 people, they'll give you another 5 packs. So, I mean, I got those. I got a decent pack. My deck is pretty good. Even though I play the Paladin class, they have been loading me with mage.
Cards.
So it's like, God damn it.
Wait,
why?
So wait, quick question. So for the Hearthstone, do you need to know anything prior? Because last time I played it was before. Oh, what is that called? The Naxxramas one. Because that was the first one, right? So I don't.
Yeah, that was the first one. They did a huge change in this patch. So basically, they have this mode that is called Wild and Standard. If you want to play on Wild, means every card game that has, or any card that has ever come out since the game came out, you are able to use it on your deck. So it's all out in there. Then you have Standard mode, where it's only using the last 2 current expansion cards that came out, just to keep it kind of competitive and not out of control.
Okay.
And so those are the new things that they have added. In terms of old god content, there's not really a new single player content in there. It's just pretty much straight out new cards and the patches, the wild, and the standard thing that just came out for the game.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, and then one more thing. You said when you had to beat people. Is that people or is that AI?
Yeah, actual people.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, the quests will require you to win online against 3 or 7 people and so on.
Okay, in wild or standard?
Standard.
And that's once per day, or are you
it has
able to continue to do it after every 3 wins?
Yeah, you're able to continue. The way they do daily quests on Hearthstone is that it doesn't really demand you to log in every day to finish them. You can continue them. Once you finish that, you can continue the next one that was supposed to pop in the day before, and so on. Which is the same daily quests that they want to implement in WoW when it comes out for Legion, which is not bad. It just doesn't, you don't feel the need to be like, oh man, I have to log in because I'm going to miss this quest or something. No, it will always
rolls
be there.
over.
You can continue. Yeah, it rolls over.
It's pretty cool.
Yep. That's good.
The other thing I actually did, besides gaming, I know there is such thing as that. There is this book that, I'm a big World of Warcraft fan, and I actually follow the lore and the story behind it. So the new expansion will be about Legion and Illidan and whatnot. So there's this new book that came out called Illidan by Williams King. It's a pretty damn good book. I was surprised. It was given to me by as a gift, and I finished it over the weekend. It was pretty decent. It gives you a nice plot of anything that Illidan was doing while we were back there in Burning Crusade days, raiding Black Temple and his plan and all that stuff. I don't want to spoil it too much, but I know there are people out there that no longer play WoW, but they do keep up with their books. So if you're on the fence about this one, I'll say go get it. It really explains a lot, and it shows you the good and bad side of Illidan and whatnot. It's a really, really good book.
Okay, so this is everything prior and during Burning Crusade.
Yeah, basically, this takes place exactly. It shows you what everything that Illidan was doing before we even went into the portal.
Okay.
And then it starts explaining things that happens once we get into the portal, and eventually once we are raiding Black Temple. To the point where it tells you why we were able to beat him, because he was doing certain things that obviously he was not full strength by the time we got there. But it's really good. It explains a lot. It also explains the origin of the Demon Hunters and how they are made, which is the book explains it in the most gruesome possible way. It is crazy how they're made. So yeah, if you're interested about that lore, it's there and it's pretty good. It's a pretty good book.
Hopefully we see some of that. Well, probably not the gruesome part of it when Legion comes out, because when you make the Demon Hunter, you get to see.
Yeah, they will have to explain something. They will have to fill up exactly what Illidan was up to. But it's pretty good. I just want to see how they will take the character Illidan forward, because the way the book ended, in terms of a vision, is kind of crazy, and it will be kind of crazy how they would do it.
Okay, that's good to know. Last tidbit about World of Warcraft: if you are planning to see the movie, you do get codes. This was reported on MMO Champions. You get stuff. What transmog stuff? Yeah,
you get transmog. Apparently, you do get a free month of WoW.
Up to Draenor, right?
Yeah. Also, one thing too. Now that we mentioned the movie, there is a book that came out yesterday. It's World of Warcraft Illidan, the official movie prequel book. So, if you want to know what the movie's about, why not? There is a book for that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that came out yesterday.
Oh, you gonna pick it up?
Not really, because I know the story of pretty much what it is. So, I usually get the books of the characters that really interest me the most. Like, when Arthas came out, I bought it. I might buy the Jaina one eventually. That's one I'm looking to now.
The last thing I'm wondering is that I wonder what these characters are they going to do it like comic book heroes or villains where they die but they come back. Because right now Illidan's coming back, but Arthas is permanently dead.
Oh well, he's dead.
Yeah,
done.
Until he comes back.
Well, Illidan. Well, I don't know. People tend to forget though that Illidan is when we kill him in the Black Temple, he's a demon. Demons don't really die in their world. In order to fully kill him, you go to the Twisted Nether. That's it. So we never really actually killed him.
Illidan?
Yeah,
that's true because he's on Outlands.
Yeah, he's on Outlands, and he's technically a goddamn demon at this point with all the crap that he did.
Blah. Well, we'll see him in Legion, which I'm probably going to be streaming. Cheech is probably going to be streaming.
Yep, I took a whole week off.
Well, yeah, he's going to be streaming a lot. And if we ever do arenas, you get to hear us and watch us scream at each other and call each other dicks.
The good time is I will not be healing this time, so I might not yell at him that much.
What the hell? You got to heal.
Nope, I can't heal as red. Sorry.
Unless we do threes.
I will be doing the Ashbringer.
What about twos?
What about twos? Once I start leveling red, I'm not going to level back my artifact power for the freaking holy weapon. Hell no.
Alright. Well, we'll manage. We managed before. So, Ariel, what games have you been playing?
Quite a bit. Over the past weeks, I guess. Finally got around to finishing up Tomb Raider, Resident Tomb Raider. Finished up Uncharted 3 finally. Played some Paragon, Alienation, Banner Saga. Yeah, quite a few things.
Oh, so you finally finished Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah. I finished that.
God, about time.
I don't know what it was. That was actually over this weekend where I was just like, I don't know what to play. I might as well just finish this. And the same thing kind of happened with Uncharted, more so because Uncharted 4 is coming out next week. So it was just like, I should probably get around to that now.
Are you sure it's not coming out the 24th?
I swore it was the 24th, man. That game got pushed around so many times. God knows when the release date was. No, but yeah. And now
I thought it released this Friday.
Oh, for some places it released like a week ago.
Or if you've been following the news,
Yeah.
Stolen in the UK, everywhere leaks. I mean, that's one thing. Like sometimes I like, well, not sometimes. Most of the time I like reading comments for all these different articles that I read. And I'm always worried I'm going to run into a leak of it. I mean, if I see it, I'll be probably pissed. But I haven't yet, so I'm going to knock on this fake wood.
Yep.
I'll make sure that I buy it on Friday, finish over the weekend, and tell you everything on Monday.
Okay. I'll say I'm healing you in Overwatch, and I'll let you die. So
Okay, I could blink.
Well, any of the games that you played, Ariel, that you recommend?
I mean, out of the ones that I was playing, Alienation is fantastic, man. Like a twin stick shooter game. More in line with kind of, what's the other game? Not by Housemarque. Helldivers. More similar to that. And Dead Nation, which they did previously. But it's a lot of fun, especially if you're playing with a friend or somebody. Yeah, I was having a great time with that. Paragon, I was enjoying a lot. I wasn't really hyped about it or anything, but I started getting into it a little bit, and I got my friend to buy the starter pack, which is like $20. Was enjoying that quite a bit. The problem is that he's in Utah currently, kind of like working out on the field or something. So his hotel internet was crap, and I was just getting annoyed playing with him. So I was like, dude, let me know when you get back home, and we'll get back into this, man.
You're like, you're bringing me down. I can't play with you.
Yeah, but with Paragon, it's like if you've played Smite and enjoyed Smite, you're gonna like this game. And for me, Smite was my preferred kind of MOBA. I like the fact that you had that third-person view of the character as opposed to the standard isometric view that you normally get. So playing this, I felt right at home, and I was really digging it. The heroes are all unique, and it's pretty cool.
So so it's a MOBA. It's not
It's definitely a MOBA. Yeah, you have your lanes, pushing minions and so on.
I didn't realize Smite was a MOBA. I thought it was just 5-on-5.
Well, because with Smite you have your standard MOBA setup, where you have lanes, and you can go about
minions.
Standard fare. Yeah, but it also has Arena, which is something that I'd like to see implemented into Paragon. And with Arena, that's where it's kind of like a team deathmatch, pretty much.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I got invited for Paragon beta this weekend.
So you have choices. Cool. No, we're not gonna play this weekend, especially you, because you might get Uncharted 4.
Yeah, I'm still thinking.
Either that, or we'll play some Overwatch, which we'll talk about.
I also finished Hitman Ep.2.
Oh, you finished it?
Yeah.
So you said, how's episode 2?
Like I said to you guys previously, I'm really digging, although I'm not a fan of the way that they're kind of pushing out the content in this episodic format, I'm really enjoying the game. And I guess the episodic, release of each episode kind of does work because I get excited for it every time a new one drops. So it seems to be the case when they announced Sapienza was coming out. I was like, oh, awesome. I get to just dive in, finish it up, and look forward to the other one. Granted, I'm not playing all the contracts or anything like that. But it's something cool to just jump into from time to time.
Yeah, I want to jump into it, but no, I'm sorry. It's a single player game, and
Greg has banned all single-player games that require online connection.
No. I'll just wait until it's on sale. I'm not paying full price. I was thinking of getting Battleborn, but maybe I won't get it because we're having so much fun with Overwatch. Plus Uncharted is coming out next week. But yeah, I'm going to do a quick announcements of games that were released. If you guys don't know what were released in the past couple of weeks. We'll go through some of the big games that are coming out in May, and then we'll go through some of the news and our main focus, which this week we're going to talk a lot about Overwatch, the beta, and the NX. So if you didn't know, the last 2 weeks, One of the best games that actually I played, and I had a lot of fun with, if you don't mind point-click adventure games, Tales of the Borderlands had a physical release. So I'm going to grab that one that's on sale because that game is awesome. I think it's actually their best game out of all of them.
I'll probably get it on Steam sale for summer. Might be in there.
Oh, it's definitely worth it.
Does it even count as their best game, considering it was a Telltale game?
Well, Telltale...
Or did they partner up with Gearbox to make that one? I'm sure they did to, get the story elements, but...
Yeah, but that's the same thing like with Walking Dead. If they pair it up... I think most of the writers is still part of Telltale. Or do you think it's actually from...
Well, that's what
2K?
I mean. It's the best Borderlands game not made by Gearbox.
No, I just think it's the best Telltale game not made made by Telltale.
Well, because from what I got to play of that game, I was like, I'm enjoying this a lot more than the Borderlands games.
Borderlands 2 is good, though. I really enjoyed Borderlands 2.
For some reason, I never got into I remember going to the midnight launch for the Borderlands 2, and I don't know, it just died down on me.
You went to the midnight?
Yeah, there was actually a few people in there. I remember at Best Buy.
It was me and 2 other guys.
No, it was like 10 of us. Like 10 of us.
No.
Oh, okay.
Borderlands is cool. The thing is that Tales from the Borderlands, what it does is takes the best aspects of that franchise, which is the characters and all that stuff, and puts them front and center. That's what I thought was kind of awesome about it.
Yeah. If you guys didn't know, it's a spoiler. Maybe I won't say it. But yes, Ariel said they put the best archetypes of the characters, and they just, all the banter, that back and forth, it's just really good. Mm-hmm. Another Telltale game that came out, Walking Dead Michonne, episode 3, 3-part episode, last one. So if you guys were waiting for everything, go buy it now. I'll probably buy it when it's on sale because I was waiting for all 3 also. Ariel mentioned Hitman 2 came out. We have one of the Vita actually has an exclusive that came out, Severed.
What?
Is it Severed? Oh, no, they haven't brought it to PS4. I think they have plans to.
Possibly. Or, if anything, they're going to have it on phones because of the touchscreen functionality. Mm-hmm. But it's been getting good reviews. Overall positive.
Yeah.
Pokemon Rumble World. So, that's what you guys missed in the past 2 weeks. Not much. May, though. May is the biggest thing. And we'll start with things that came out May 3rd. Battleborn. So, yeah. Another MOBA.
I like that response. That seems to be like the response. Silence. Yeah. That's the response to that. It's kind of lukewarm,
you know why? I was excited about it, and I was excited because it's made from people from Borderlands 2K, and I was excited on top of it being MOBA. It seemed like they had the characters down, that each character has a personality. What killed my excitement a little was the online, but if I was going to get the game, for free, I wouldn't have cared. But what killed it is that Overwatch is such a great game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's hard to compare the two because they're not really alike. The problem is that they're both shooters coming around, generally around the same time,
Yeah, it's similar art style. I guess that's what people kind of compare them, I guess, in a way. But in terms of, the main frameworks of the game, they're totally different.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Battleborn's a MOBA. Mm-hmm. But it's just... Actually, Cheech, you played the alpha or beta, right?
For Battleborn? Yeah.
Yeah, what did you think about it?
I didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
I honestly, the first beta or alpha they ever did, I played it for a little while. I tried to get the hang of it. I couldn't. I just log off and whatever. The second beta they did, I opened it up, middle of the match, I just left.
Damn.
I couldn't finish it. Yeah, that's, I don't know. I just cannot get into it.
I agree with Cheech on that.
I played the beta. I actually couldn't even get into a match, surprisingly. And I was like, and I just turned it off.
Yeah, they were having matchmaking issues.
Yeah, I mean, I tried it out to get a sense for what it was, and I feel like I did, and I was like, this isn't what I want, I could see how it would appeal to a lot of people. Personally, I was like, this may be a pass for me.
No, see, and that's the thing. With you played Paragon, and you like Paragon.
Yeah.
Compared to Battleborn, which...
I mean, but even then, even though they're,
Same-
at their core MOBAs, they're completely different at the same time,
Okay.
But, yeah, I don't know. It was just Battleborn's approach. I was like, I'm not sure if this is what I want from a MOBA if I'm playing one. But, I mean, if it appeals to plenty of people and it becomes a thing, that's awesome too,
Yeah. No. Anyway, well, maybe I'll get it, try it out, let you guys know how disappointed I am. Or if I like it. Okay. Or if I like it.
I mean, it seems to be getting a pretty good response. The most I've been seeing people say is that unfortunately it gets a bit repetitive. But the way that you combat that is by just picking a different hero and just trying them out. And when you get bored of that character, just switch over to a different character. But I don't know.
I'm really interested in the single player mode because 2K does a really good job. I mean, the original Borderlands and actually the prequel were okay. But Borderlands 2 hit that sweet spot in the single player.
Well, supposedly with the single player, even in that game, from what I was reading, although it's single player, you kind of want to be in a group because it gets tough at certain points of times, and depending on the character you're playing, you may not get very far because you have to kind of manage a whole bunch of things all at once and stuff. So it becomes hard for one person to do it all.
I don't mind that. I mean, I went through Dark Souls 3 solo, and my guy was practically naked.
Yeah.
My guy can take 2 hits before he dies. Not as impressive as what Cheech showed us today, where someone actually beat the game.
Level 1.
Level 1, yeah.
Level 1, yeah.
So, yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm not going to try that. I don't have time for that. We're back locked on too many games.
Yeah.
So fuck that. Other games that came out. On Xbox One, you finally got Super Hot.
Super hot.
Yeah. Did you guys, any of you get if anything, it was on PC, so Ariel, did you get it?
No, I did not actually. Well,
Okay.
it passed. I'd probably pick it up on a sale or something.
Yeah.
I found the trailer too distracting for me to get it.
What?
That trailer was annoying.
What?
It was obnoxious. It was obnoxious. Literally, when they first played it in E3, I was like, can we just turn this goddamn thing off for the love of God? Because the whole thing was super, super hot, super, super hot. And I'm like, what the heck is this crap?
Oh, man.
Yeah, that trailer was pretty bad. I didn't like it. But that's not going to deter me from getting the game, so.
Yeah.
Same thing. I'll wait till sale.
It did for me.
Ariel, you might be interested in this. King of Fighters 2000 came out for PS4.
I'll pass. I mean, I'm going to check out King of Fighters 14 when it comes out. But on that, I'll probably end up passing.
Yeah. I'm just, one thing about King of Fighters 14, kind of disappointed in how it looks. I thought it actually, the first initial teaser, I thought it looked good, but then the more and more I looked at it, I was just like, this actually doesn't look, in terms of visuals, not, the gameplay looks like it's fun, but visuals, it's just like, oh, this looks like PS3 graphics.
Yeah, it's even a little bit worse than that, I would say. I mean, I don't know. But
You think so?
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't very impressed by it visually, but the thing is that I know King of Fighters has great fighting mechanics, so it's going to be awesome regardless. It's just, it's going to be like, I wish it would look better, especially when you're playing Street Fighter V, which looks awesome. I even think Killer Instinct looks better than this game. And this is coming out way after this than Killer Instinct.
Yeah, but at least they have 50 characters.
Mm-hmm.
That's something, and they have all the different modes, so they're going to have a complete game on release at least. But, and the release date for that, if you're living in the US, is August 23rd. So, don't know if
We have a game coming tomorrow, guys.
You have a what?
We have a game coming out tomorrow, guys.
Yeah. We'll talk about that soon. Oh, and last but not least, if you guys, for you viewers or listeners, if you only play on the PlayStation platforms and nothing else, Shadow Complex finally came out. Game that's been out on Xbox for years and on Steam for years. So, yeah, try it out. Really good game. Metrovania, if you know what that means. So, Cheech, what's this game coming out tomorrow? That's awesome.
Forza Motorsport 6 Apex Open Beta for PC.
Oh,
Come on.
That's tomorrow? Actually, I didn't know. So
That is tomorrow. Yeah, we know wheel support. Go!
It's that Windows.
Yes, but there will be it will be coming out tomorrow. They will plan to have betas update through summer, so they're going to be adding the wheel support. They're going to be adding obviously the whole disable VSync technology with the apps and add the frame counter and all that good stuff. What this game is pretty much a beta for Turn 5 to basically know what PC gamers want, what they need to tweak, get the performance out there, and eventually, like I said, or like they said, going forward, any Forza game that will release on Xbox will release on PC simultaneously. Hooray.
Yeah, they need to get those performance because after the last 2 games, because Killer Instinct was actually okay. It wasn't too bad.
I mean, they're getting better. But the whole thing is just their Windows Store.
That's you thought they were like, okay, they're getting it with Killer Instinct. You know, it was performing good. And then Quantum Break came out, and it was like, what the hell? And then they patched Quantum Break, and it's still like, what the hell?
At least they fixed it. Didn't they do...
they did a 23 gigabyte patch, and it wasn't very impressive.
Apparently the performance is shitty.
Yeah.
It's still shitty. But at least you got 1080p.
Well, that's the thing. If you take off that, upscaling? Oh, man. Just even on what is it? I forgot what card.
I saw someone streaming, doing 1080p on a GTX 980 Ti, and the game was already at 30 frames.
Yeah, it's bad, man. Like, even with the highest, like, hardware out, or some of the best hardware out there, you're really not going to go beyond 1080p.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's just that much of a strain on the system.
Yeah,
that means, that...
It technically looks extremely beautiful. It's, like, probably the best PC game.
I thought it was Tomb Raider, Cheech.
I never said Tomb Raider was the best one.
No, it's Witcher 3. Witcher 3.
Shit, Crisis 3 is still the best one if you have a PC for that crap.
Witcher 3. You have an open world. Didn't the expansion update the graphics also to make it look crazier?
Yes. Since I lost my save on GOG, GG, cloud save, please. I think for the next for Red and Wine or whatever the game is gonna be called. I think I might just replay it there because it's enhanced graphics. So yeah, why not?
What's crazy is that. I mean, more companies need to do this. I know we're like strafing and deviating, but with The Witcher, right? Both of these expansions apparently equal the length of freaking The Witcher 2. It's like 30 hours altogether. That's freaking impressive.
Yeah. And it's only $20 for both expansions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's really good. And at least they're doing DLC right.
Developers out there need to take some notes on that.
I think the only other one I can think off the top of my head is the people that did it's called The Following, which is Dying Light.
Oh, yeah.
Dying Light expansion?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they did it correctly too, because The Following was supposed to be like a really big, almost as big as the world in Dying Light. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. None of this nickel and dime crap that we get from everything.
From most people.
Yeah. What's the rumor? It was supposed to come out in May? Well, this month, apparently, that expansion?
Oh, no. Actually, I have it written down here somewhere. No, it's June 7th.
Alright, that's not bad.
Yeah, so you got a month.
So, I got enough games before Wacom, so,
yeah. So let's get to big games of May. We already mentioned one of them. Battleborn is one of the biggest ones. Next week, you do have a choice, if you're a PS4 player, between Uncharted 4 and Doom.
Or both.
Or both. No, I'm not getting both. You're going to get both?
Yeah, I'm getting both. Doom is on the 13th, right?
No, it's the 10th.
Is it the 10th also?
Yeah, they're both the same day. Yeah.
With Doom, though, like, I'm going to wait on... Like, I hope the reviews or the embargo lifts prior to the release of the game. So at least I can get an idea as to whether the single player is actually good, because I know the multiplayer has been getting hammered quite a bit. So, I mean, if the single player delivers, that's enough for me to go in.
Yeah, that'll be great, because, if we get it before that, it'll be great, because, it's like $35 right now to buy it on PC.
Oh, that too, yeah.
And if you guys don't know, the reason why Doom is getting hammered for its multiplayer is because they are using the multiplayer as if it was back in 2000. It's very aged, is the best way to put it. right?
No,
Not so much
it's not that.
yeah.
It's not that. The people want the old school Doom multiplayer. What they're trying to do is they're trying to do some Quake/COD/Halo, but it does not achieve any of them. It just stays in the between of all of them.
It kind of doesn't have its own identity when it comes to the multiplayer.
Yeah.
The interesting thing to note with that, though, is that they actually worked with Infinity Ward, I believe it was, to develop the multiplayer for this game.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was watching an interview on GameSpot that they did with two of the team members, and they were talking about that, how they were working with Infinity Ward to kind of figure out how they create Doom for the modern age.
Okay. Oh,
and that may be why we're seeing a lot of these.
That explains a lot. That explains the whole Call of Duty.
Where it's spread out and it's, then it's Call of Duty. Homefront Revolution comes out May 17th. Valkyrie Chronicles come out May 17th, which is a remaster for the PS4. I know Ariel's excited for this one. On the 24th, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutants in Manhattan.
Platinum Games.
Yeah, Platinum Games. But I don't know if you're going to be that excited because me and Cheech are excited about Overwatch.
Yeah!
Well, they're two completely different games, and one you could probably finish in a day.
And as we scream when we're talking to each other, Overwatch, that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah. It's hilarious, man. It's the best.
How the hell did we not get any of those? Actually, no, you got it, Cheech. You did get game.
Well, at least I'm the only one of all three that got that twice.
Got to play of the game.
Come on.
So, for those of you who are unaware, what Overwatch does at the end of a match is it does the highlight of the game sort of a deal, right? So, with Greg and Cheech, they feel that they have the best highlights.
in every game.
So when it comes to the point and it shows the highlights and it's not them, what you hear is bullshit.
Come on, I sniped 3 people and I don't get a highlight.
Oh, it's the best, man.
Cheech runs in and throws a bomb, kills 3 people, he doesn't get a highlight, and somehow the guy who did a super killed 4 people and he gets the highlight.
It goes to show how much fun it is, though, man. You get caught up in the moment with that game.
Oh, jerk. I hate him. Well, he was using Junkrat. I hate him. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll talk more about Overwatch soon. Some of the quick news for the past 2 weeks if you guys missed out. Final Fantasy 15, the Ultimate Collector's Edition, which was only available on the Square Enix store. They are making more. However, you might not get it on release date or within that release date shipping period. Yeah.
Who wants that?
So that means I can cancel one of mine because I don't care. I'm only going to get one. And I'm waiting. I have a 10-day one, so I won't be playing that for like a week later. Unlike Cheech, who's really excited for it because of cars and boats.
And flying cars.
Flying cars and boats. Speaking of Platinum games, which we talked about, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Another game that we played? Ariel? What, did you get it, Ariel? Star Fox?
I ended up not getting it, no.
Okay.
Throw a better roll.
Star Fox. So, very interesting game. You have to look at the gamepad and the screen at the same time. Controlling it is huge learning curve. I played it once and actually didn't play it again.
I turned the control scheme.
A little, but I mean, I'm willing to give it another go. I just got backed up on other games. Mm-hmm. Ratchet and Clank, because that's a lot more fun. Unfortunately, the president, who has been there for 10 years, stepped down. It might be, I'm guessing it's a combination of this, Scalebound being pushed back, and them having, for Xbox One being pushed back till 2017. Mm-hmm. And it's just, I think they took on too many projects.
Yeah, they were working on too many. Yeah. That's what I found. It's a little weird.
But I'm sure they have their different teams, because if you notice, they kind of constantly have a licensed game being released.
Yeah, but not this many. This seems like they actually have a lot. And with the failing of Star Fox and pushback of Scalebound, I think that's what affected it. Fortunately, his name is Tetsuya Minami, left the company, but he'll probably find something. He's been in the industry for a long time. For Far Cry, and I just told Cheech this, since if he ever picks it up Primal again, there's a survival mode. It's supposed to be really intense. You got 1 life. Pick your battles. If you die, that's it.
If I get killed by the cheetah, that's it. My mother's gone out the window.
Persona 5, we're going to find out more news about it tomorrow.
About time.
On Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, Cinco de Mayo. You guys going to be drinking?
Yeah.
I'll
we
be
play
coffee.
some Overwatch, you know?
Sounds good. Interesting fact, I would say, in my old job, it was Cinco de Mayo, it was a Saturday, I was a manager at a store, and I had to be at the store at 8 a.m. to prep the paperwork and everything. And me and my coworker went to the liquor store, bought a bottle of Jack, and I finished that bottle of Jack by 1 p.m., and I was non-functional for the rest of the day. So that was my Cinco de Mayo 5 years ago.
While working.
While working, yeah. So that was fun. At that point, I didn't care about the job anymore because I was at the job for 3 years. And I was like, yeah, I should focus on school. So if I did care about the job, I wouldn't have done that. But whatever. So no more Dark Souls from the director of the Dark Souls series. They want to work on a new IP. Pretty cool. Maybe we'll see something along Bloodborne, or maybe it's just something new entirely. Ariel, any ideas? What do you think?
I have no idea, but I wouldn't thought if they. I don't know. I'm just hoping they try something completely new because, they've done the mechs, they've done the RPG. It's like I'd like to see what else they have to deliver.
Okay.
A hardcore.
Just like a completely new IP or something would be great. I'm sure they've made enough money to kind of get there.
Hardcore Call of Duty. Actually, there is a game like that on Steam, isn't there? Where you only have one life, and the thing is, you don't necessarily die. You get wounded, and the guy can actually end you, and then that's it. You lost the character forever. I forgot the name of that game. There was an article of it on Kotaku. I mean, it seemed interesting, but at the same time, it's just I don't know if I want to lose a character that I put 100 hours in. Which I've done several times in hardcore mode for Diablo 2 and 3.
I never did hardcore in Diablo.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty painful. Hey, Cheech, you might know this. What's the name of the main tank was on WoW, on the best server?
Main tank was on WoW? Kujin?
Was it Kujin? It started with a K, so maybe it was him.
Yeah, Kujin.
Yeah. Do you remember how he died in hardcore mode Diablo 3? One time?
No, I never got the...
He live streamed it. So basically he was playing a barbarian. And he was fighting a bunch of guys. Then he went AFK for a bit, right? I guess he minimized his screen, but you can still see his face. However, he was in Act 1, Chapter 5? No, sorry, Chapter... Yeah, it is Act 1, but the last chapter of it, where you're in that dungeon with all the hanging bodies. And then there's fire that comes off the ground. He was standing in the fire, and he pretty much burned to death. Lost his hardcore character right there.
I had to see this shit. Hold on.
Yeah, so that was kind of funny. I don't know. If I'm playing hardcore, I wouldn't go AFK within a dungeon. I'll go back to the town, if anything. New games for Games with Gold is out. Xbox One has Custom Quest 2, Defense Grid 2, 360 you have Grid 2 and Peggle. If you have PlayStation Plus, you have Switch Galaxy Ultra, Tabletop Racing, Tropico 5. PS3 has Bionic Commando Rearmed 2, Loco Roco, and Vita has God of War and Switch Galaxy Ultra.
That's pretty much the only one I'm probably interested in.
Which one?
Switch Galaxy Ultra.
Really? Not Tropico 5? Because Tropico 5 is a quality product.
Yeah, but if I was going to get that, I'd get it on PC.
Okay. Yeah. No, understandable. It's a good game.
Yep.
Dishonored 2, great game. Cheech, you ever play that?
Dishonored?
Yeah.
I played the first one, yes. The 2 hasn't come out.
No.
Which comes out when? In November, right?
Yep. They have the release date. It's November 4th, I believe.
It was an interesting game. It's weird
No,
and
11.
interesting.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, 11.
You didn't like it? I liked it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, no, I liked it. It's just it has a weird atmosphere. It was just strange, but I liked it. It wasn't bad.
Steampunk.
Well,
Steampunk is awesome.
Oh, okay. This is Dishonored?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you beat it, Ariel?
I started it out, and I didn't get into it initially, but I didn't really give it much of a chance. So hopefully I'll get around to it before the second one comes out.
Ah, damn it. Both of you. It's a good game.
Well, I beat it.
Oh, okay. You just were into it.
No, I just said, like, it was a strange, weird game, but I liked it. It was just something different.
Okay. Yeah, I liked it. One of the good things about it was you can actually go through most of the game stealth, I believe. And just kill...
That doesn't work out for me.
Yeah, and just kill your one target that you really need to.
I just go around and kill people right in the face.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. They actually had some...
Quick correction, my bad. Infinity Ward did not help out Undo. What it was is that some of the team members have worked on those projects in the past.
Oh, okay.
Like the Call of Duty and Halos and all that other stuff, which is probably why you see those inspirations in this game.
Okay, so Infinity Ward former employees.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Or they've just worked on a bunch of shooters, and it seems to kind of have bled into Doom.
Okay. As for why I said November 4th for Dishonored, and why I got that date wrong. Oh, Dishonored 2. Also has Rosario Dawson and some other high-profile actors, which is pretty cool. November 4th, 11/4, is actually the new Call of Duty. Infinite Warfare.
Which, it has actually almost close to 50% of negative reviews on YouTube already.
Yeah.
What?
Yep. I mean, I'm actually more excited about the remaster than the actual game.
That seems to be the general consensus about it. Everyone's excited about the remastered, but not the actual Infinite.
Because I was get remastered. It wasn't that bad.
See, at this point, I'm just like, people are hating. I don't understand. Like, granted, I'm not a big Call of Duty fan or anything. Like, the last one I played was Modern Warfare 2. But when I saw that trailer, I'm like, yo, I'm hyped for Call of Duty again. What happened?
All I'm saying it is, on Friday, when Battlefield decides to show their new one, I think that's it. That's the bomb right there. That's going to be it.
Hopefully so, because, I mean, the last Battlefield was kind of a mess.
Yeah. It was just freaking Battlefield 3 reskin with cups.
Yeah, the Battlefield 4, and then Hardline was like the intermediate one, which I was gonna play over the weekend, but I'm gonna try more Overwatch.
See, I think my thing with Infinite Warfare is that, you know, like you guys saw the trailer, right?
Yeah.
It's like that point where they kind of just shoot up into space and you have these ships. I'm like, yo, hopefully there's like ship battling and shit. Like, do something different. Like, I'd be completely into that.
Yeah, I thought the trailer wasn't that bad. I didn't get Black Ops 3, but
I didn't either.
I'm gonna say that the misconception that everyone hates on Call of Duty, and I'm calling it a misconception, is because a lot of people blame Call of Duty for other games failing because of the sales going so high.
But then those same people go out and buy Call of Duty. It's like, oh, I don't know. People hate on it, but they love it.
Yeah, but if you think about it, Call of Duty helped bring more console sales in, and a percentage of those people are going to try and maybe buy another game or try out another game. So technically, not evens out, but it still brings people into gaming.
It does. I mean, like, I'm far from like a big fan of Call of Duty. Again, I'll say that, but I was really impressed by that trailer. It did a good job at kind of setting up what it looks like they're trying to do. Now, if the game just turns out to be Black Ops 4, you know, like it's more of the same shit, then I'll shit on that game as well. But based on the trailer, I was pretty excited. And like this, like you mentioned, the sales kind of show that there's a big demand for the Call of Duty games. And, you know, depending on who has the exclusive, whatever nonsense that they're doing with the game, it kind of seems to do a lot better on that console. So, I mean, people still like it, but it gets shit on so much, and I don't understand why.
The main conception of why people shit on Call of Duty a lot is actually a lot of the PC gamers. Because when it was brought into consoles, the game was dumbed down ridiculously in terms of difficulty, and they just kept making it shittier and shittier in terms of difficulty and easier, more accessible. I don't know if you guys remember playing the PC version when you actually, World at War, when you land on that goddamn beach trying to get, I mean, how many times did you die trying to get off that goddamn beach?
Call of Duty 2? Yeah, that was pretty hard.
Because that thing was nearly freaking impossible on PC. Comes to console, it's goddamn a freaking cake. That's where it started. And eventually, the sales blew up on consoles. They didn't give a crap much about the PC crowd back then. That's when Battlefield started catching up in there. So that's what people hated. A lot of the PC community. And usually, PC community are a lot more vocal on the internet. Go figure. So yeah, that's where you get a lot of hate. There was actually someone actually put a side-by-side trailer comparison of the new COD trailer against Halo and other shooters, and they literally copy a lot of the scenes from all the games in that trailer. So it's like Call of Duty is not really becoming Call of Duty; it's becoming something else. It's trying to catch up.
Well, that games. I agree with, yeah.
And that I think the third point here is people have a thirst to go back to a World War II game.
Oh,
and I'm guessing. I have a guess that Battlefield might announce that on Friday.
That's what I was going to say. Isn't that the rumor? The new Battlefield is...
Yeah, that is the rumor, yeah. And, I mean, honestly, me, myself included, I would like to have another World War II game.
Yeah, I could see that being the case for a lot of people, because modern warfare in general, and not just like the game, but just, with the newer types of guns that are used nowadays and all that stuff, that's been going on for quite, some time now, a few years. So I could see, if anything, I would pinpoint that as being one of the major issues, is people feeling like it's repetitive. Like, okay, I'm playing soldier number whatever once again, There needs to be some more, variation in what they deliver across Call of Duty.
Yeah. I mean, funny thing is, I'm one of the rare people that actually play Call of Duty for the single player campaign, because I like their over the top campaigns.
They're not bad campaigns either, though.
They're fun.
They're usually fun, if anything, yeah.
Modern Warfare, I don't know if you want to call it a trilogy, because they use the same characters in all three.
Oh, yeah.
But the storyline in 1 and 2, 1 was really good.
Yeah.
And it kind of...
when they killed Ghost, I almost cried.
It kind of dropped in 2 and 3, but yeah.
No, because you had what? You started out with McTavish or whatever his name was? I don't remember. But yeah, the stories weren't too bad. I mean, I don't remember them, but they weren't too bad from what I remember playing.
Well, it's getting a lot of dislikes. I mean, good cause. Because if it's a lot of copy and paste, it's the Michael Bay movies. Or of games.
It's like a hype trailer. That's it. Got people excited and then pull the bait and switch at the point of release.
Yeah. But another game, first-person shooter, which we're really excited about, that we're actually going to go talk about since we actually had a good amount of time to play. Overwatch. I'll go, Cheech, you can go first just because you played the beta prior to the new beta that actually came out for early adopters.
Cheers, mate. Yes, I did play the beta. Back when I had the chance. Back then, I was one of the few and lucky ones. This is why I did my whole roundabout of choosing characters, checking what I would like. That's why I always play Tracer. When in terms, you guys are actually testing the characters now. I think, and Ariel mentioned this yesterday with us, but I think it's been a while since I have had fun on a first-person shooter. Yes, I have Halo 5 this year, and I enjoyed it and whatnot from last year this year. But this game is just unique in its own way. The art style is just amazing. Each character personality just feels like their own. The gameplay is pretty damn solid. Actually, is there even a deathmatch in this game? Because everything is so objective-based, which is actually great.
I think that actually works in the game's favor.
Yeah, because it's Escort, King of the Hill, and then just defend. Someone's defending and someone's attacking.
Yeah.
Those are three.
So yeah, I mean, it's a really well-rounded game, and honestly, it caught me off guard in a way, because I would not ever think in my lifetime that I would see Blizzard do an FPS right. Because this is a game that they never ever really make. This is new for them.
And it's a good thing. Technically, if you've been following up, GameStop actually has a whole series on it about the developers who've done Overwatch. They are actually the same developers who worked on Titan. And Titan is the failed MMO project that Blizzard was trying to make after World of Warcraft.
Yep.
So if you guys want to catch up on that, it's actually really interesting stuff on how game developing is hard. They tried their best. They couldn't get Titan to work, and people still wanted to work on a game and a new game that they thought would work, and this is what we get, Overwatch. I played the beta also, Cheech, like a while back, but I didn't have as much fun as I'm having now. I don't know if it's because of the amount of characters that were in it when I was first invited, or if it's because I'm playing with you guys. But
yeah, it's always more fun when you're playing with friends and stuff like that. I don't know. Like, I didn't have any expectations for this game personally. It wasn't until I saw the movie, like the little trailer sequence that they did for Blizzard. What's the BlizzCon?
The animation shorts, yeah.
Yeah, where I was like, oh, that was really cool. This would work as an awesome movie. And then I kind of fell into the wayside for me. I didn't really care about it anymore after that. Then they started doing the shorts not too long ago, and I'm like, this is freaking awesome. This world, these characters. So it started pulling me in, and finally when luckily Greg got some codes, checked it out, and as soon as I got into that match, I was like, I had like a smile from ear to ear, man. That's how, like like I felt like I was like in this game and just enjoying it. You know, it's very few games that you kind of just play and you're just having fun. You know, nowadays everything's so serious with games that you kind of forget that you used to play games just to have fun, and that's what this game is doing, for me at least. You know, I'm sure it's going to become a point where people are going to, like, the community's going to devolve and just yell at each other. But as of right now, I'm having a blast with that game.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We've, other than Cheech, who's been picking no other than Chaser, me and Ariel have been trying out all the different characters, which is awesome.
Don't hate.
Oh, no, I'm not hating. I mean, it's cool. I'm enjoying playing Reaper, Pharah, Mercy, let's see, Widowmaker is my main one I'm playing. Bastion was pretty cool. So, really good game.
Yeah, like we were saying earlier, like every character in this game you will have fun with. And, you know, whether you like them or not, I mean, they're just going to be fun to play. But you're always going to have your preferred characters based on the classes, which are, you know, attack or DPS. You have your defensive character, your tanky character, and then your healers. And within each of those classes, there's somebody for you, but you'll have fun with every cast member or, like, you know, every hero.
So, yeah. We're having a lot of fun with it, and everyone will get to try out this beta. The open beta for it actually starts tomorrow, and it runs till May 9th.
Actually, they just sent a tweet out that it's out right now. I'm actually downloading it for the Xbox One.
Oh, so they actually did it early.
Yeah, they probably did. I mean, yeah, they put a tweet that they're all available right now. I don't know if they just meant the pre-download, but I would say I'm able to download open beta right now on the Xbox, so it's downloading.
Okay, that's cool. So we can see it. We've been primarily playing on PC. We're definitely going to get this game for PC. I'm interested to see how it looks like on console, but it looks beautiful on PC.
Yeah, I mean, supposedly I mean, from what I remember at least, in terms of the graphics, you know, that's like a big thing of graphics and performance. They're all supposed to look just about the same and perform at 60 frames across each platform. So either way you go, you're kind of safe, you know?
Oh, okay. But try it out. If you want, it's I don't want to say it's like Team Fortress, but it's similar to it, right?
Mm-hmm. Like, very similar, but of course it's Team Fortress with a new spin by Blizzard, you know. So, I mean, in terms of the core, because Team Fortress kind of had that payload sort of map, and you know, you swap in and out. So in that sense, it's very similar to Team Fortress, but it's if Team Fortress was created for a new generation.
Okay.
That's the way I see it, at least.
If you got a bunch of friends, I say go wild on it in this open beta. You'll probably have a lot of fun. Just because I really like the diversity of all the different classes and characters that you can play with. And we're probably going to play a lot more this weekend and maybe talk about more about it.
10 out of 10 we're going to play.
And then that's after we see, you know, the movie that, you know, Ariel might hate.
What movie?
Civil War. We'll talk about that too.
Where's the Hulk, though? That's what I'm saying. Why is he in space?
And hopefully you don't hear me and Cheech bitching on not being on part of that the replay reel. Because once I get on that replay reel, I'm gonna upload that shit.
What?
Yeah, that's what I've been waiting for, so I can actually record it. And I'm like, damn, man. Like, what the hell?
Wait, is there a record button or is it
No, I'm just in the G4 thing.
Okay. Yeah, actually, I realized I have to update mine, so I'm probably going to do that.
Real quick with Civil War, I was going to say this whole sending the Hulk to space thing was a cop-out because whoever had the Hulk in his team was going to win regardless.
They didn't send him to space. He just flew away.
Yeah, he flew away into space.
No, not space.
Where did he go?
Didn't he just fly away?
I thought he flew into space.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check it out.
But he's not around.
Oh, yeah, he's not around. Or is he?
Puny God.
Supposedly there's a rumor saying that he is in the movie.
Oh, yes, we got Spider-Man. That's what we need.
Yeah. But he might not be fighting, but he's in the movie, so we'll see. In terms of Hulk, not Spider-Man. Right. Spider-Man, they said he actually gets like 30 minutes plus worth of footage and fighting, which is pretty awesome.
Spoiler.
Yeah, I'm just telling you how many minutes. But it's good to see what he might be able to do. Last thing, if you guys haven't heard, we're going to talk about NX. So NX is real. It's been confirmed by Nintendo.
Is it?
Yeah, not by AMD. Who AMD actually spilled the beans that there are 3 new systems coming out. One of them possibly being, we know now that there's PlayStation Nioh, but we don't know what officially the specs are, or what officially it is. AMD kind of not ratted out that, but that also led into the next rumor, which Xbox 1.5, which Cheech informed us that, February, he said?
There was a leak on some of the manufacturers in China. There's actually been a ramp up of a new system being made already. But the thing is, no one knows if it's a new system or if this meant to be the slim version of it. All around, I mean, there's some crazy rumors of Xbox running around right now of specs, but, that's sort of taking us a big, small grain of salt. But all around, if Xbox has a new system, they've been pretty tight-lipped about it compared to the Nioh, where there's stuff being out and like apparently dev kits going out in the wild already. So if the AMD documents tell us something when one of them is meant to launch this year, it might be the Nioh, while Xbox and NX might be the other two that will hit next year.
Yeah, but the thing about the Nioh, or I should say the PlayStation, they're kind of tight-lipped. Because when PS4 is coming out, they had one dev kit, but then when the official machine came out, remember with the GDDR5 RAM?
Well, yeah, they changed it at the last minute, but at least on this one, the Nioh, they had the whole document out there for developers, which is what's leaked, and that's why Eurogamer had and all that stuff. Like in terms of the small little spec changes that they did, that was a whole document they released with developers. And
what was it? It's comparable to the 970 GTX.
Some of the clocks, yes. It would just be interesting how they're going to pull it off with that amount of power, because, yeah, I mean, Polaris is supposed to do some crazy stuff. We don't know much about it. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Hopefully it can actually do 1080p, 60 frames per second, steady.
Yeah, that would be the main goal. Like, I mean, I don't know why the big push of 4K would be, because 4K would probably be 30 FPS. I think people will be more happy of doing 1080p 60 steady. That would be the goal here.
Yeah. Clean, AA, atmospheric, lighting, all that.
Yep. Yeah, it'd be great. And then for the 4K aspect of it, just have a nice upscaler. So if you're able to play the game 1080p 60 frame with a nice 4K upscaler, I'll take that. That'll be perfect.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Ariel, what do you think?
I don't know. I'm still on the fence on this. I mean, I'd like to think it's going to be all rainbows and unicorns, with these announcements. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's hard to believe like they're actually going to use this to where it benefits us, the gamer.
Yeah. I mean, I am not buying this in release by any means necessary. I have a PC for that already. So I just wait it out and see what happens.
Yeah. If you guys didn't know, Cheech went back full PC.
Yeah, I mean, 2 months from now, I'll probably go back to console. It just happens.
Yeah. You heard his rant when Warcraft Primal, so we'll see. We'll see if there's another game that actually drives them out.
I mean, I think I'll be good, though, because when Legion comes out, I'll probably be like in my Legion bubble and just stay there forever.
Yeah. That's true. But at least with the system that we're going to talk about now, their games are always exclusive to their system, the NX.
Yep, that's always my first system of choice if I want exclusive, because I know that will deliver.
Then,
I'll check for the Wii U.
yeah. Well, the Wii U, you didn't pay for it, right? Didn't you get it as a gift?
Yeah, I got a gift, but still, like I wanted to use it. Like I wanted my Zelda, I wanted these games, I wanted my Metroid and stuff. But yeah, they're collecting dust.
Yeah. Mine was for a moment, and then Pokken tournament was good. Me and Ariel, you played it for a bit, right?
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, I haven't really played it much since like the first 2 days, so I don't know. I enjoyed what I played though.
Yeah. So NX, this was announced during Nintendo's business meeting. It officially has a release date or window, March 2017. We don't know anything about the pricing. We don't know anything about the specs. All we do know is it's supposed to be a strong system.
And we might not know anything even on E3 because her focus is Zelda. I think that's a mistake.
And Zelda is going to be a launch title for the NX. And as Cheech just found out, the Wii U version of Zelda is sometime 2017. It's not actually coming out the same day, right?
Yeah, so eventually, when they announced the whole NX revealed, launch day, they also said the Zelda will be launching March in 2017 for both Wii U and NX. Now, a few days later after that announcement, the NX2 has the March in 2017, but the Wii U removed the March and just left it at 2017. Now, that might be a mistake of them. They haven't really confirmed anything yet. So we'll see. Hopefully, it's coming out the same day because, some Wii U owners out there kind of deserve that already. It's been delayed for quite some time now.
Yeah. We'll see. E3 is all about Zelda, but as I was arguing with Cheech, I think the showcase for the Zelda is going to be NX. It's not going to be Wii U.
Oh, probably be the case, yeah.
The thing is, I think it is a mistake for Nintendo not to show off the console on E3 this year. Like, give a proper show. Unless they're planning to do their own little show after E3, then yes. But if they don't, they should have shown it at least. Create the hype, see what people is all about. Because, March 2017 is not that far away.
What the sad reality is, though? This is probably going to be like a Nintendo Direct announcement. That's what I'm thinking.
Yes, which is pretty sad.
Well, maybe what they're going to do is they're just going to showcase all the games and show how well the graphics of the games are, but they won't actually give the details of the system.
Yeah, but like the thing is, considering they took a hard loss this generation, right? So it's like you would think with the new console, they would want to be hyping it up, getting everybody excited about it. And it seems like they're kind of being a little low key with it. Like, just excite yourselves, get your fan base excited. Like create create these events and do all these things to like bring Nintendo back.
That's what Zelda's for. Zelda is the system seller.
I don't know, like I feel like the people who will buy Zelda are already going to buy Zelda, though. Like, there has to be something else. They have to speak to the people who didn't buy the Wii U. That's what I feel like they need to be focusing on. And again, bringing that excitement to those people.
I'm still going to say that's Zelda. Zelda's the one that's going to bring those people in.
Now, you know what will bring people in?
What?
Metroid.
Call of Duty on the Wii U.
Nope, Metroid.
Well, speaking of Metroid, Retro Studios, who actually did Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3, they are working on a new game for Nintendo. They didn't say if it was NX or Wii U, but it's probably going to be NX. And it's not Donkey Kong and it's not Metroid. So, maybe it's something, a new IP. Maybe it'll be something good.
And you guys saw the latest rumors for NX as well, where they might dish CD again? Go back to cartridges?
Oh, please, no. No. Why?
You mean cartridges like DS cartridges, or?
It'll probably be like SD cards or something.
It's their company, Micronic's ROM chips are usually supply video game console. So Nintendo, apparently, they are expecting a stronger demand for Nintendo next year. And so people are speculating that it's going to be ROM-based. Again.
Oh, man. That's going to be rough.
Nintendo 3DS uses the ROM cartridges, so let's see what happens.
I don't know.
It'll probably be some sort of like a flash drive within the freaking ROM or something.
Yeah, we'll see. Cheech, the cops are after you. Get out of there.
I can't help it. When you're my, get that little background that I have. I used to go to the store and get video games. Just kidding.
You guys hear that one?
Yeah, that's you, Ariel?
Yeah.
Yeah, are we in the same radio right now? Are you stalking me, man?
Ariel's outside doing the podcast in front of your house.
Yeah, I need to take a peek out the window.
So, NX, some people have been burned with the Wii U. I don't know if people are going to go with it again for the NX, but again, if you're a gaming enthusiast, there's a good amount of games for Wii U that's worth playing.
See, like the Wii U, I feel like is a great companion console, companion to something else. Like if you have one console, get the Wii U. You know,
Wii U has always, if you're like a die-hard hardcore PC gamer, the Nintendo system has always been their main console to get. I can understand why, because obviously the games that they come out is some of the games that you're always guaranteed that it will only be on that system, no matter what, when it's an exclusive. And, they usually have fun games. And most of the PC gamers, not right now, they're kind of the older crowd, which we grew up with the Nintendo system.
Yeah.
So it kind of chases us around, pretty much. I mean, if I was able to if one day I wake up and be like, hey, that's it, I'm done with consoles, I'm mainly PCs, like for real, the only console that I would get will be the Nintendo. I always have a Nintendo system in my house, always. I mean, I've had 3DS. I never used it that much, and I had the Wii U. But I would say, I will always, without a Nintendo system, I don't know, I feel lost. I mean, I guess that's what I grew up with, so that's what I always want in my house.
Yeah, I grew up with the NES, but the first system where it was actually mine and not my brother's was PlayStation, so.
No.
Sony drone.
No one's supposed to know that. Well, anyway, if you guys have any questions for us, feel free to email us at insertcointp@gmail.com. You can tweet us at ICTOPLY on Twitter. Subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, and iTunes, and leave a comment. Ariel, anything you want to add?
No, as usual, thanks for listening. Be sure to jump into Overwatch over the open beta period, and hopefully we can get some matches in.
Alright, cool. Cheech?
Yep, no. Thanks for listening. Make sure that you load up with some of those World of Warcraft books, I could quiz you on them. And once again, Overwatch. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, no, because after I turn off our program, we're going to jump into Overwatch, probably play a match or two.
Yeah.
So, again, I'll have this out ASAP, probably have it out May 5th, which open beta, or as Cheech just said, open beta is already open. And we get to find out about Persona 5, which I'm pretty excited about.
Yep.
Anyway, guys, thanks for listening, and have a great morning, evening, and night.
See ya.
Yep.